Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I am fighting a cold, and I can't stay away from this. There are more important things than a cold or whatever it is, flu or whatever it might be. I don't care. So what's going on here? This video is very hot in here. I'm sweating like a cold infected, virus infected garbage, but it doesn't matter. Not about me, but just so you know, if you see this toilet paper on my mouth to wipe my mouth, like got too much shit out of it, you know why. And if I'm sweaty or chest or whatever, it's not because I look tough. It's because I'm very freaking hot and sweaty. So what's going on? This is an announcement. I will change the terminology when referring to one group of people, of so-called professionals. And that group of people is the group of people of, let me read it, reporters, journalists, political commentator or analysts, or show hosts. And that is only in the so-called mainstream media or the corporate media. What will be the terms that I will use in reference to this group of people? There would be operators, agents, but better put, system operators and system agents. They are not reporters, journalists, political commentators, show hosts. No. Why? Experience, direct experience with their shows, with their reporting. And I have a list here, and I will share it with you, of about, 15 guys that stepped on my dick too many times, and I said these guys are none of the terms they use for themselves to refer to their position. They are system agents, system operatives, clowns, but they're not clowns. They don't make us laugh. Actually, they work for the system, and the system doesn't work for us. If you think it works for us, stay in the matrix. Now, let me show you the list. I will give you one by one. I will start. This is not a, how should I put it, from the most idiot to the least idiot, or from the biggest operative to the most operative, or no, it's not like that. It's just from English and American operatives. There are everywhere. You can find Austrian operatives, you can find German operatives. And how do you find them? I will show you. How do you demask them? I will show you. I will explain at the end. So let's start with the list. First, Chris Cuomo. Chris Cuomo is not there to inform us, all right? He's not there, as he says, here is an American television journalist anchor. What does a journalist do? What does a journalist? Breaks the news, brings something. Well, if you bring it in a certain way, commentators, I understand, but it could be commentators or analysts, right? Political analysts who are honest and who are dishonest. The dishonest ones are usually lying by omission and by euphemisms and interpretation. They don't have to necessarily tell you a lie. They do that too, but they do it by omission, omitting the evidence that would actually contradict the case they are making in front of the baboons, which is us, or at least that's what they think. So Cuomo, that's one. We're gonna go on next one. This guy, remember this bullshitter? Where are you? Right there. Brian Stelter. Remember that guy? Right. He is an American journalist. He was not a journalist, and I'm not a Zimbabwean. Next one, Don Lemon, right? This is another, and you see, the smartest of these three so far was Cuomo. Was smarter, not smarter, sneakier. The other guys were just, average Joes. Next one, Rachel Maddow. She's very well or held in high esteem for her whatever television program that she has. So she has a television news program. So she reports the news, host, and a liberal political commentator. When you say you're a liberal political commentator, what does it mean? That you're gonna have everything slanted into one direction, and you comment on things on that side. Okay, To help whom? The liberals? Anyway, so again, the first thing was American television news program, reporting the news. Next one, and this is one that might not surprise you, and she is Joy Reid. There she is. Remember her? Tucker Carlson used to refer to her as being the race lady for obvious reasons. So she is an American journalist. She's a journalist and television host. All right. She's the national correspondent. Next one. George Stephanopoulos. Now, if you want these guys, for instance, Chris Cuomo, Brian Stelter, Don Lemon, to see how they fucked up, and Rachel, how they screwed up, all you need to do is just go and see their reporting and their analysis of coronavirus, COVID. Just see that with the mask, with the mandates, with all that, and you're going to realize they are operatives. Why? They are sending a message over there, a certain message, all of them, unanimity. And you call them free mass media. None of these guys could have a different take on that. Whew, too much shit came out of my mouth. I have to whack my face, right? All right, next one. Remember, this person here, Joy Reid, she's just, as Tucker Carlson clearly and nicely labeled her, and I think that's very accurate. I'm okay with her. I'm okay with her being like that. Under one condition: if everyone else of different races would be allowed to talk the same way. Right? Open season. But no. If you say something like she would say, you immediately are called a ist or phobe or whatever they want to attach to you in order to make you shut up. Next one. This, George Stephanopoulos. He is an American television host, political commentator, and former Democratic advisor. He worked for, so this is the garbage, this is the look like a mouse. I was about to say the father of the mouse. You know, the father of the mouse is based on size. Mouse, father of the mouse. You know what it is? The same kind of thing, but bigger, meaner. I like those guys. They're called, I like rats. I like mice too. Anyway, so here you have Stephanopoulos. I got like 7 more. So Stephanopoulos did it for me on many occasions. And the fact that they are not very smart, for instance, watch when Donald Trump took Stephanopoulos to task when he said, well, you are a donor of Hillary Clinton, and you work for the Clinton campaign, so shut the fuck up. Operative 100%. And things changed not by joining the mass media. Look at these guys when they were agents before, CIA, FBI, or whatever, and they join like Jen Psaki. Again, when these guys join the media outlets, well, it's simply, there's not journalism over there. So he did it for me as well when he interviewed, for instance, people that we are supposed to hate. We are told that we have to dislike. Like, for instance, Mahmoud Ahmadinejad, who's a very smart guy. He used to be the president of Iran. I listened to him extensively. And his foreign minister, fantastic guy, Zarif, you know, white hair, a little bit over goatee, very intelligent, very ballsy, and very calm, as Mahmoud Ahmadinejad. Now, was he evil? They tell us he was and still is. Was he smart? 100% smarter than any guys that you see running in front of the television camera in the US Congress and in political arena, I would say. Why? Just go and listen to him. His interviews with Stephanopoulos and see how he smacks around Stephanopoulos, because Stephanopoulos is a batch. Stephanopoulos, as others, are operatives, are over there just to talk about this and this and this. And then outside of that framework, they can't reason. Why? Because they don't know squat. Do you think these guys are reading? Do you think they're like me and you? Listen to lectures, debates, reading stuff? They're done. They haven't probably done that ever, whatever they did in college, and then read the whatever transcripts they're given by their little minions. Do you think they're still doing it? They're uninformed. Who do you think makes their programs? Who writes their script, the script they have to read? Who? Do you think they do it? Probably to a certain extent. I mean, I don't want to be so absolute in this. Next one. Next one is Emily Maitlis. Oh, she's a British journalist and former news reader for the BBC. BBC is a state-owned, like others, and there she is. You want to see her? Go and watch her in an interview with a fantastic foreign minister of Hungary, Mr. Peter Szijjártó. Watch her interview him, and you're going to find out she's an operative. And he smacks her around like what she is, like a... Oh, okay, and I think she also interviewed, if I remember correctly, Marine Le Pen, like 15 years ago or so. And again, she got smacked, if I remember correctly. Now, next one. The tapeworm, Jake Tapper. All right, there he is. He is a journalist. Remember, Jake Tapper and Dana Bash, these two garbages, they were the operators. Let's don't give them a higher name. I mean, operators are below garbage in this case. Why? Because I think that is really... A garbage is over there something, you know, just clean it. But these guys are in a system that creates many, many problems. So this Dana and Jake, they were the moderator, the Jewish moderators, they're both Jewish, just a coincidence, of the last debate, presidential debate in the great country of America between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. All right, those are our leaders that we are expected to vote for or against those two. All right, America the beautiful. All right, next one we have Mika Brzezinski and Joe Scarborough. So this Joe Scarborough and Mika Brzezinski. Now, she's the daughter of a Brzezinski. The Brzezinski family, you want to know about Brzezinski family? Go and check it out. See where her brothers are, or brother, I know one of them. All right, and the other one, Scarborough, these guys are just, as I mentioned, you can use the same thing for them as you use for Stephanopoulos. You want to see a smackdown of Mika Brzezinski? My friend, no, not my friend, but I like him a lot, Glenn Greenwald, the Jewish guy who lives in Brazil, all right? Very smart, very good. I like him a lot. He broke the news of Edward Snowden. All right. So he was in an interview. I covered that in one of my videos. He was in an interview featured by these two operatives, and he just smacked her. All right, with about the talking points. All right, because she attacked him, she's got a smackdown from him. Next ones. Christy Work. She's starting on Radio Scotland, where she became a producer. All right. So she is the one who you can see her beautifully being smacked again by Glenn Greenwald during a video. What's going on here? Too many things. In an interview where he smacks her really hard because she doesn't know squat. She has some paper. She has her caged mind, and that's it. And Glenn is just does circles around this agent. All right, next one. The next one is one of the people I really dislike, Stefan Sakur, this guy right here, from the so-called Hard Talk. This guy, he's so demeaning, his behavior is so demeaning, his speech is and that equals only the next operator that I will feature here. Oh, yes, what do you think? He got smacked, if you remember, by many. Glenn Greenwald, one of them. That African president, go and check him out. He smacked him in real time this year, early. And not only, he got smacked by too many people, this guy. But this guy, an operative, again, he pretends he's smart and is way superior to all his hosts, as long as the hosts are from what they tell him they're against the system. And the last one, and is the best, guess who she is? Can you guess who she is? I would like you to think of her. Not really, but anyway. And then say it. 3, 2, 1, go. Christine Anapua. That's another operator who is very intellectual, and she's a British She's British, and she speaks very much like that, and like Sean Connery, who claimed he's cut or something. Anyway, she's very infatuated. She's always like, let me show you from closer. What do you think? And you can see her in a freaking interviews again with Ahmadinejad, if I remember, and others. Well, Mr. President, oh my God. All right, that's just the first thing, but the second is what she says. So these are, my friends, some of the systems media operators. These guys are to create a narrative of what's going on out there. How do you think the news gets to us? They are filtrated. Who are the filters? A lot of things happen on this planet that we never hear from the mainstream media. I understand the limitation, but we hear obsessively about one event in one light. That's the job of these guys. Direct experience and many videos watching these guys made me reach this conclusion a while ago, but I said, how about I make a video? I know you can add the Fox News as well, all right? So don't get me wrong, all right? Those are operatives as well, but they have to show competition. In a system, you have to show the other side that you're gonna that they have an alternate voice. Only one. And voices like me and others like me, no, we're gonna do a little suppression. You don't believe me? Well, I have so many stories to tell you about YouTube, and not only. Some people told me that Rumble is go to Rumble. No, I went to Rumble. I'm on Rumble. I made some videos I didn't make lately because I'm where I'm at. And in reality, I mean, to be straight, yes, they offer you more freedom, but there were some videos where they stop at 33. This is how Rumble works. You write the title of the video, you upload the video, you are in the process of uploading the video, you write the title, do all the settings, and then you wait. And they upload the video to up to 33%, exactly 33%. And then they say, waiting for a, how they call it, not browser, waiting for a codex, whatever, to encode it, looking for a, not a codex, people who use Rumble know, to encode it. And then from the 33, you don't go further. Why? Because I figured out the title was not okay. So I changed the title and they found an encoder for your video. That means someone did not like my title. I tried it many times with the same title, didn't work. I switched the title, I left it open for nothing, it went on. I just said blah, 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 blah. It worked. So not only that, there is moderation over there. There is, all this, this goes, this doesn't go. We're going to promote this. We're going to hide that one. So these are the operators. I'm going to refer to them, as I said, from now on as operators, system operators, or system agents, because they don't work for us. They work for a narrative that is supposed to have us have an opinion, a worldview on important events as they want us to have it. Why? So we can support their agenda across the world. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart. Why do I say stay? Because you are, right? Look for the truth. That means look wherever for as many angles, and then distribute justice that's coming. And not the second coming. It's our coming. Thank you very much for being with me again today.